Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Starcraft.
It appears that the Confederates are in a state of panic about the Antiguan revolt. I'm picking up a high number of Confederate transmissions going back and forth between their outposts and their headquarters on Tarsonis. Most of the transmissions are heavily coded, but wait, here's something.
This is General Duke calling from Alpha Squadron flagship NORAD 2. We've crash-landed and are being hit hard by the Zerg. Request immediate backup from anyone receiving this signal. Repeat, this is a Priority 1 distress call.
Zerg? Here? Serves them right. About time they got a taste of what it's like to be in there mixing it up.
Jim, I want you to move in and save that base.
I'm positive I didn't hear that right.
Arcturus, have you lost your mind?
Listen, I know Duke's a cold-hearted bastard, but an entire colony shouldn't have to suffer for that. Besides, a Confederate general could prove to be a powerful ally. This is an opportunity we cannot miss.
I don't like this at all.
I'm not asking you to like it. I'm asking you to do it.
Yes, sir.
Great. Let's get this over with.
Alright, sounds like we get to save General Duke's worthless ass. Well, let's get to it.
This is Jimmy. Right on. I read you. Anytime you're ready. I read you. Rainer here.
Looks like we've got a base that already exists here. Alright, we've got some buildings on fire.
Right away, sir.
Do we have a command center? There it is.
Go ahead, Commander. Right on.
We have a Goliath.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, let's man these bunkers.
Give me something to shoot. Standing by. Rock and roll.
And then we do not have much in the way of minerals, so we need to get mining. That'll do.
Orders received. Yes. Channel open.
Your forces
Doing
are
this, we
under
better
attack.
hurry. That ship won't last long against those Zerg. Jacked up and good.
Alright, we need to get these guys in their bunkers.
I read you. Reporting for duty.
Oh wow, NORAD 2's on fire.
Reporting for duty.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
We need Vespine to repair a battle cruiser. Well, that's not good.
I read you.
In order to keep them safe, we'll have the SCVs hop into bunkers in between attacks. Alright, repairing the NORAD 2 is going to be something of a priority, so I'm going to want to get a refinery up very soon. Get in there.
Orders, Captain. SCV good to go, sir.
A little variety in the mission design here. Instead of just build up a base and destroy the enemy, we also have to protect this little group here. And in fact, we don't have to destroy all the enemies on the map at all. We just have to reach General Duke and his little force. I really enjoy it when there are objectives besides just destroy everything on the map. Introduces some very appreciated and much needed variety into the gameplay.
SCV good to go, sir.
Alright, one more SCV and then we're going to save up for a refinery.
SCV good to go, sir. Roger that. Yes, sir.
Alright, let's get to building that refinery. Kind of looked like the NORAD 2 was in orbit unescorted. Maybe its escorts just got destroyed off screen, but if this flagship was just flying around without any escorts. That's pretty tactically idiotic. Would expect better of you, General Duke. You're supposed to be one of the Confederates' best flag officers. Enemy hasn't been particularly aggressive yet. Might have just jinxed myself by saying that. Alright, we should be able to start repairing the NORAD too now that we have some Vespene gas.
Orders, Captain? SCV good to go, sir. I read you. Orders received.
Repairing that's going to take a little while, it seems.
SCV good to go, sir. I read you.
Couple more SCVs, maybe.
SCV good to go, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Uh-oh.
Orders, Captain?
Okay, that was no big deal.
SCV good to go, sir.
Systems functional.
Huh, they just got hit with something.
Orders, Captain? Orders received.
Are those repairs on the NORAD 2 coming along?
SCV
Man, that's slow.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Roger that.
Now, a couple guys on building duty, and that should be it for SCVs. Let's start upgrading our infantry. Good enough.
Go ahead, TACOM.
SCV good to go.
Oh, did we lose a Goliath? I thought we had 3.
Yes, sir. SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain?
Alright, what else are we going to need? Well, let's start building a bunch of supply depots. Although, I like the supply depot concept. As I said earlier, I feel like you need to build kind of too many of them. It'd be nice if each supply depot provided a bit more supply. Now, it might seem a little dangerous to scout with Raynor, because we lose the mission if he dies. But he's tough and he's very fast, so I think scouting with him might actually be a good play. Looks like we might want to bunker over here. Judging from the fact that we got attacked from that direction. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And we need drop ships, and we don't have a... where the heck is the thing that we use to build, or the thing that we build ships from? The starport. Supply depot, barracks, engineering bay, turret, bunker. Where the heck are starports?
Orders, Captain? Affirmative.
I am confused. How do I build one then?
Yes, sir.
Oh, build advanced structure. I had completely forgotten that's a thing. Okay, we need a factory before we can make a starport. Understood. And we'll put that behind the bunker.
Give me some of this, you. You want a piece of me, boy? Rock and roll.
I'd completely forgotten about that build advanced structure. Was not kidding when I said I have not played this game in a long time. Which makes it that much more fun to be replaying it now. Feels a little more fresh and new.
Standing by.
Alright, everything seems pretty under control over here. For now. Alright, let's go ahead and do some scouting with Raynor.
Want a piece of me, boy?
Start getting the lay of the land.
Sounds fun. This should be good.
Alright, sunken colonies. Let's watch out for those. Alright, well, we weren't able to scout very far before we found the enemy.
Commander.
Job finished.
And that sunken colony will tear Raynor a new one real fast, so that's as far as he's going to scout for now. Okay, now we can build a starport.
Upgrade complete.
And an armory will be for vehicle upgrades. Now, our engineering bay finished upgrading our infantry's weapons. We can build Goliaths once we get an armory. Goliaths, if I recall, are primarily anti-air units.
Standing by.
I mean, they're not bad on the ground, but I think their surface-to-air missiles are actually really powerful, and that's their primary use. If memory serves correctly. Alright, I am pulling in money faster than I'm spending it, which is generally not how you're supposed to do things. So let's step up our construction efforts a bit. Not going to bother with vultures, though.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Good to go,
Give me
sir.
something to shoot.
We'll start staging some forces. Let's put them here. Alright, good. We're going to need dropships, so let's just plonk the control tower down right away. And start on the armory.
You want a piece of me, boy?
You build me more supply depots.
Attack.
Where was that? Up there. Okay. Oh, they actually managed to do some damage to the bunker.
Orders, Captain?
You, repair.
Orders received.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Considering that they're a basic unit, Marines are surprisingly useful and versatile.
Add-on complete.
Right away, sir.
Marines are actually a really good unit, unlike minigunners or rifle infantry in Command & Conquer and Red Alert, where, yeah, they have their uses. They're not universally terrible or anything, but in general, they're just not... They're not great. Once you can build better units, you'll rarely have use for minigunners. Not true of Marines. Marines are great.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Alright, you get back to
Orders received.
mining.
Job's finished. I read you. I can't build there.
Okay, wow, we have a lot of stuff we can upgrade.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Let's start on building some Goliaths now. There we go, now we're spending our money. So, we don't necessarily want to try to get through the enemy forces on the ground. Once I've got some air units, I'm going to do some scouting in the air. Start on a Wraith.
Reporting for duty.
You want a piece of me, boy? Goliath online.
Kind of surprised that
You want a piece of me, boy?
knobby thing there
Complete.
doesn't glow or pulse when the engineering bay is doing upgrades. That would be a really good visual indicator. Like, the starport has a fantastic visual indicator when it's building stuff. It's a little subtle on
Boy,
the
rate the waiting on
the factory. Just got those little arrows there.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, now that we've got our Wraith, let's start scouting.
Roger.
I don't know if I'm gonna... Okay. Let's deal with the attackers first. There we go. I don't know if I'm gonna want to bother with the cloak, because I think the enemy has too many detectors.
Coordinates received. Roger. Vector locked in.
Job's finished.
Roger.
Vespine guys are depleted, so we didn't have much of that, did we?
Reporting for duty.
Let's see. Man, supply depots take up a lot of space. Where's my Wraith?
Transmit coordinates.
Trying to find somewhere that I'll be able to plonk down some...
Attack formation.
This looks relatively clear. Oh, there's Hydralisks, though.
Locked in.
Alright, let's get him repaired.
Reporting for duty.
Don't want to be losing my aerial scout.
Goliath
Job's finished. Reporting for duty.
Alright, I'm hoping that after this next supply depot,
Base is under attack.
that'll be enough, enough guys to win the mission with.
Outstanding. Transmit coordinate. You want a piece of me, boy?
Oh, you idiot! Why'd you charge after him and get yourself killed? Dumbass.
Upgrade complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Job's finished.
Overly aggressive on the defense there.
Sir?
Okay. Yeah, go back to mining.
Want a piece of me, boy?
I read you.
Reporting in.
So there's a spore colony there. That looked relatively clear, but that doesn't really get us near to NORAD 2.
Roger. Vector locked in.
Another spore colony there. Tons of them, okay. That is not the way to go.
Vector.
Maybe we do want to try ground attack then.
Coordinates received. You want a piece of me, boy?
Right away, sir.
Given that our Vespene is fairly limited, we're going to want to rely pretty heavily on things that take little to no Vespene, which means lots of Marines.
Your forces are under attack.
Primarily lots of Marines. Alright, everything's pretty much still okay there, it seems. Except that one Goliath is nearly dead.
Reporting for duty.
You want a piece of me, boy? Go ahead, TACOM. You want a piece of me, boy?
Alright, hop back in the bunker.
I read you.
And you're pretty much done with repairs, so get to mining.
You want a piece of me, boy? Rainer here.
Okay, let's start preparing an attack force.
Commander. Go, go, go. You want a piece of me, boy?
I'm thinking maybe 2 full squads of Marines and then a full squad of Goliaths. Can hopefully start punching a hole through the enemy.
Goliath online.
And we do know we're going to need a couple of drop ships, so we require them to win the mission. Maybe I should get another barracks so I can crank out
Reporting for duty.
Marines more quickly. Jeez, where would I even put it? Running low on room here. Let's move the engineering bay back.
You want a piece of me, boy? Online.
And we'll put a barracks where it used to be.
Can I take your order?
Despite having been in the briefing, Kerrigan doesn't appear to be taking part in this mission. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to bother with the
Complete.
cloaking field upgrade. The enemy has detectors everywhere, tons of spore colonies.
Goliath online.
So cloaking is not really going to be particularly helpful to us, I don't think.
You want a piece of me, boy?
How many guys are we up to here? Almost a full squad. What is this guy doing? He is confused. He has no idea where to go. Just stand there, you idiot.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Okay, the drop ships will be Control Group 0.
Goliath online. Give me something to shoot. Go, go, go. Comlink online.
I am tempted to see what I can get done with this group
Piece of me.
that I've got here.
For duty.
Let's see. I could build an academy and research some more infantry upgrades. I probably should if I'm going to rely so heavily on infantry. Let's at least get a full group of Goliaths. And maybe I should build a machine shop just to see if it provides me with any Goliath upgrades as well.
Transmit coordinates.
Takes a while to get a good attack force together.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
I read you.
Goliath online. You want a piece of me?
So what is that effect? I don't remember. I think it maybe just slows them down. Yeah, it slows them down. Kind of a useless thing to do on a bunch of defenders who are just standing around. Oh, we are running low on minerals. I definitely want the increased attack range.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
Let's get started on that machine shot. No?
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? Commander, standing by. Jacked up. and
Alright,
good to
one
go.
more. Alright, 3 full groups of fully upgraded Marines. And 1 full group of fully upgraded Goliaths. I'm gonna hope that can do some work.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Add-on complete.
Psh, it's just Vulture upgrades. I shouldn't have bothered. Alright.
Commander. Standing by. Go ahead, TACOM.
You know what? Good enough.
Upgrade complete.
Let's move, men.
Jacked up and good to go. Outstanding. Functional. Standing by. Give me some of this shoot. Channel open. Give me some of this shoot. Rock and roll.
Rock and roll indeed.
Jacked up and good to go.
Alright, we're carving a path.
Your forces are under attack.
Not really taking us any closer to the NORAD 2, though.
Shoot. Let's move. Go, go, go. Let's move.
Your forces are under attack.
Alright, tear them up, boys. We smoking the enemy base anyway. Alright, you know what? It's looking like I'm just straight up gonna need an air force, so... Gonna be expensive. And I should probably upgrade my air units then.
Give me some of this shoot. Outstanding.
Could build an expansion here if we need to.
Commander, rock and roll. Calling online.
Base is under attack.
Oh, they're launching an assault while I'm launching an assault.
Jacked up.
Looks like it wasn't much of an assault, though.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay, we are meeting fierce resistance here. Hey, but we're pushing them back.
Your forces are under attack.
Let's move. Go, go, go. Outstanding.
This attack force is actually doing pretty well. Alright, go ahead and tear up that base, boys. How are things doing back home? Still working on that Wraith squadron. I think 6 Wraiths will be enough to cover for dropships as they drop off their forces. I don't want to build enough Wraiths to actually destroy much of anything, just enough to be escort, or dropship escort. Wow, this force is tearing through multiple enemy bases. They're doing great. But yeah, it's starting to look like we can't get at the NORAD 2 at all on the ground. What I want to do is find a way to at least get at these spore colonies that have it surrounded so I can get the dropships in. Those sunken colonies can really do a number on my forces. Heavily defended. Okay, I think we're finally able to start removing the enemies around the perimeter of the NORAD 2. I'm going to end up clearing the map even though that wasn't really the mission objective. Okay. Excellent. Looks like maybe I didn't need the Wraiths after all. Look at all these spore colonies. Alright, start tearing them up, boys. Should train some replacements for my ground forces. Alright, we can definitely get safely at the NORAD 2 now.
Your forces are under attack.
Here's going to be the escort.
Input coordinates.
Where's Raynor? There he is.
This is Jimmy. Sounds fun. You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
Alright, make sure the way is still clear.
Vector locked in.
I'm listening.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
And that'll be our victory.
Go ahead, Commander. You're about the last folks I expected to show up. What's your angle here, Minsk?
Our angle? I'll give you an angle, you slimy Confederate piece of
Jim, enough. I'll handle this. The Confederacy has fallen apart, Duke. Its colonies are in open revolt. The Zerg are rampaging unchecked. What would have happened here today if we hadn't shown up?
Your point?
I'm giving you a choice. You can return to the Confederacy and lose, or you can join us and help save our entire race from being overrun by the Zerg. I don't think it's a difficult decision.
Join forces with you? I'm a general, for God's sake.
A general without an army. I'm offering you a position in my cabinet, not just some backwater post. Don't test my patience, Edmund.
All right, Minsk. You got a deal.
You've made the right choice, General Duke.
I can't believe you're really gonna trust this snake.
Don't worry, Jim. He's our snake now.
Minsk has quite the silver tongue, doesn't he? Alright, that is Terran Mission 6 complete. Next up is going to be Terran 7. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I'll see you then.